Hi everyone, this is Ghalib Kamal. You're watching me on YouTube. The religion of peace or Islam, it never ceases to shock me. Wherever we look, whichever continent, whichever country where Muslims are living, where there are mosques, where there Islam is preached, Islam is taught, you see something of the sort happening. So today what happened is because of this Nupur Sharma controversy that is going on in India. Nupur Sharma is basically a BJP spokesperson who said some really, serious, had some really serious comments about Prophet Muhammad and Islam, and she really showed the fist uh, to Islam. So what happened was that then there were riots all over the country, and Muslims started to call for her arrest. Some of them were calling for her to be hanged till death. Some of them were asking Muslims to kill her because she had insulted the Prophet of Islam. So this thing was going on, and a great divide was created in the society between the people of the Muslim faith and the people of the Hindu faith, or the people on the other side. So many people were supporting Nupur Sharma, that she what she said was written in the Islamic books, and it's the freedom of expression that she could say such and such things, because Hinduism is also strictly criticized in India, and other religions are also criticized, and Muslims are also Muslim clerics, Muslim mullahs, and Muslims also criticize other religions all over India. And no one, you know, pays any attention to that. But whenever it comes down to Islam, Muslim people just go crazy. So there was this guy, his last name Atari. He made a video, and allegedly he posted it in a secret group, or maybe some group where there were most of the Muslims. So what happened was that in this video he called for the murder of Nupur Sharma and Narendra Modi, and then this video was posted on 17th of this month, and today he went to a tailor shop, and that tailor uh, is a poor man, a tailor, just a tailor. He's a poor man, and he was alleged by this man of supporting the narrative of Nupur Sharma. So he got a huge knife, and he went to his shop as a customer. And as this guy was taking his measurement, he got out this knife and stabbed him. And after stabbing the guy, these were two guys. These were two Muslim men, one of them this Atari. They stabbed him first, and then they beheaded him in ISIS style. So this guy, Kanhaiya Lal, who is a tailor in Udaipur in Rajasthan province of India, he was beheaded by these people for supporting the narrative of Nupur Sharma, or supporting Nupur Sharma. So this is how crazy the state of affairs is in India right now, that these followers of religion of peace are thinking that they have the right to kill anyone who does not support their religious narrative, or who have a narrative that opposes their religion. So this is what they're doing. In India, Muslims are a minority, and these kinds of situations make it really difficult for people like me, who call themselves as human rights defenders, to speak for the Muslim minority of India. Because it's almost impossible for me to do that. Because the kind of hard narrative that they're setting, their actions are kind of making the environment even more charged right now. And this thing is definitely going to result in communal violence, and hundreds of people, and I hope this does not happen. Even this incident has the potential to cause a communal violence that can result in deaths of thousands of people. And this is because the other side, the Hindu side, is also going to retaliate. And that would be kind of a, we would disagree with that retaliation, but when from two opposing sides charged people are involved, then militant, then aggressive, then violent retaliation is a natural thing. It will happen. You and I would not like it. We will never support it, but it is going to happen. And the poor people in India, though it be Muslims or Hindus, are going to suffer in the communal violence, because the rich and the powerful, they would not suffer in the same way as the poor people. And Muslims in the city of Udaipur are reported to be only 3 to 5%. And a minority that is such an insignificant minority in that city, if the violence breaks out against them, then what is going to happen? Hundreds and thousands of people can die. Hundreds and thousands of Muslims can die. Muslim women could be raped because of this. But these thugs, these goons, these terrorists who are sitting among the ranks of Muslims do not think about that. They don't care about the lives of Muslims even. They are so drunk in their hatred that they think that they have to kill anyone who is against their religion. And let me tell you, many people will tell you that religion of Islam has nothing to do with this incident, but that's an outright lie. That is a lie of epic proportions, because Islam has everything to do with this. Prophet Muhammad ordered people to be killed who used to insult him, who used to mock him. Anyone who mocked him, who insulted him, who said he was a false prophet, was killed. Tens of people were killed in Medina for this. And many people were also killed in Makkah for this. And Prophet Muhammad himself has set up this narrative. And Muslim history books and their hadith is filled up with so many things that bring very genuine objections against the personality of Prophet Muhammad, like the objection that was raised by Nupur Sharma, that Prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl and had sex with her when she was only 9 years of age. So when this thing that is written in their book is mentioned by a non-Muslim, then these guys say that this is blasphemy, but this is written in their own books. There are many horrible things that are written about Prophet Muhammad in their own books. He was a slave master. He was a slave trader. He used to, women were being raped in front of his eyes. He was asking people for beheading of people. He was killing innocent people. He was selling children in markets. He was a womanizer. He used to buy and sell slaves. He used to even rape women, killing their parents and their husbands and their brothers and their families on the same day. He used to rape them in the same night. So all of these objections which come out of their books, which are basically, a person comes to these objections after studying their holy books. And then when someone else says that, then they get offended. So the problem is, this is the religion of Islam that is preached in India, that is taught in India. In the madrasas, there are mullahs who are teaching this version of Islam that says that anyone who insults the Prophet should be beheaded. And the same slogan that we hear in Pakistan all the time, Gustakh Rasool ki ek saza sar tan se juda, that anyone who blasphemes against the Prophet should be beheaded, that statement is outright being said by this Atari fellow who murdered Kanhaiya Lal. He said the same statement, same slogan that is used by Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan. TLP, in my view, is a terrorist organization in Pakistan that has made the issue of blasphemy mainstream, and they've killed maybe tens of people for blasphemy in Pakistan. From mob lynchings to shootings to killings, all of that has happened. Behind all of that, TLP is there. And that TLP slogan that is chanted in Pakistan is also being chanted by these murderers who killed Kanhaiya Lal. So I think what should be done here is that these these fellows who killed him, both of them should be brought to justice, and the mullahs to whose mosque these guys were going, he should also be arrested. If they attended a madrasa, those people should be arrested. The neighborhood where they live, the mullah of that mosque should also be arrested and interrogated. And they should check that who was the person who was indoctrinating these people. But in the end, what mullah is saying is basically Islam. It is in their books that they want to kill people who insult their religion. The case of Salman Rushdie, we know that it has been there for more than 30 years now. There are still Muslims who want to kill Salman Rushdie. And there are thousands of fatwas around the world against Salman Rushdie that he should be killed because he wrote a book that insulted the Prophet of Islam. So that's why he should be killed. This is what Islam calls for. And this is what has happened right now. So the Indian government should interrogate this and check what is the network of these Islamic Mullah terrorists that exist in the city of Udaipur or the state of Rajasthan or in wider India. Because this guy is not only saying that he has killed this Kanhaiya Lal, he's also saying that other Muslims should also kill blasphemers. And his video is going viral on social media right now, and even mainstream media is showing this. So the problem in India is getting bigger and bigger day by day, and there is a real possibility of serious communal violence in which thousands of people can lose their lives, and even the fabric of society itself can break down. So right now, Indian media is also a cause of all of this strife. Why? Because they pin people of two different faiths against each other on the television. So on one side there is a mullah, and on the other side there is a right-winger Hindu or maybe a person from BJP, and on the Gyanvapi mosque issue or the other issues, there a serious, I would say, a heated debate is going on, and the only reason for that is to gain TRP. That's the only reason why they're making these mullahs sit there. And the mullahs are so arrogant that they don't know how to have a civilized discussion on the television as well. So they always end up insulting other Hindu religion. They would always say something that would make the Muslims rile up or the Hindus rile up. So these kinds of debate on national television should stop. If they don't stop, then this thing is going to continue. And if this thing continues, thousands of people are going to lose their lives. The communal tension it's going to be an all-out civil war in India if this thing does not stop, because it's going to be really, really difficult to control this. So these mullahs at once should be banned from the television. They shouldn't be allowed to engage in any kind of debate on the television. And now, if they come online, they are going to further rile up the Hindus. How? Because they are going to say, no, our religion is religion of peace, and this is not a religious thing that this Atari guy did. They are going to say that no, Islam is a religion of peace. This guy was wrong. But this is just a lie. This is hypocrisy. Every mullah knows that the verse that is mentioned in the Quran, that whoever kills one soul has killed the whole humanity, that was not meant for Muslims even. That was meant for the Israelites, the Hebrews. And they know that is about a Muslim, an innocent Muslim. That is not about someone else. And a blasphemer does not fall into the category of one innocent life. According to Islam, a blasphemer is the worst kind of criminal that can be found on this planet. So everything that is said in the Quran, all the peaceful verses of Quran, they don't apply to blasphemy. A blasphemer deserves death. This is what Islam says. And the mullahs are so hypocrite that just to defend Islam or to defend the Muslim community, they would just outright say, no, this is not what Islam says, but this is exactly what Islam says. But at this moment, I would also like to request all our Hindu brothers and sisters in India that you have to stay peaceful. You have to be better than these terrorists. You don't have to act in the same way. Let the constitution and the law enforcement take control of the situation, and you have to make sure, you guys have to make sure, you have to raise a public voice that the courts and the police and the law enforcement agencies make sure that these guys are brought to justice and things like this do not happen in the future. I know you are sad. I know your heart is weeping. My heart is also weeping. I'm also sad. I'm baffled by this. I'm horrified by what is happening right now. But I would ask you, I'll request you to be patient right now. Don't ride the high horse of emotions like these Muslims are doing right now. And you have to know that anyone who is living in your neighborhood, anyone who is a Muslim who is living in your neighborhood, they don't deserve your anger in retaliation to what these guys have done. So you have to take the high road. I'm sorry to say this, but you have to take the right high road. You have to be patient. I know sometimes this mentality goes like this, that okay, it is them versus us. Now we have to do something about them. But you don't have to do that. Let the law enforcement agencies, the police, the courts do its job. Do criticize police and all the other people in power if they don't act in the in a responsible manner in this matter. I hope things will improve. I hope these guys will be brought to justice soon, and I hope nothing of this the sort is going to happen again. I hope India stays peaceful and its people stay prosperous, and it's a land where everyone is happy and people can live in love, harmony, and peace. So this is Ghalib Kumal. Peace to all of you. Bye bye. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to enable all notifications. You can also support me on Patreon with just $3 a month.